Hello and welcome. I'm NJ Yosh, and tonight we're going to play a little Last Plague Blight. Now, if you've seen my channel before, about a month ago I was, or actually I guess it's closer to 2 months ago, I was playing some Last Plague Blight. I had gotten a little way into it. Unfortunately, I had some problems with my computers. I lost a few recordings, and I just decided to start fresh. So we're going into a brand new game. I did start the game. I started a couple games because I kind of wanted to look at the map and curate where we were going to start a little bit. But this is a save from as soon as it loaded in. Like I said, I kind of started the game, let it load in, immediately saved, and then just took a few minutes to look around at the map. So decide where we're going to go, whether we like the look of it. I think what I want to do, it's not super close, but I want to head up to this area because up here there's some rocky outcroppings and some cliff faces in the woods, not too far from water. And that's what I'm hoping to find a cave on one of these. Either I'll probably come up here, hit these rocky outcroppings. If I don't find anything there, hook around, maybe go to that one first, and then come around and hit these and see if I can find a cave. Because I kind of want to try setting up in a cave. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to actually angle for this lake. Oh, I am also playing on the less realistic, so it shows my location on the map. It was kind of just a pain in the neck, like figuring out where exactly you are. I do have I am on, that's not what I wanted. I am on the third person mode for now. I kind of like that for running around a little bit better. So yeah, we're going to head off to the north and see what we can find. Now, a couple things. If you're new to this game or if you've never seen this game before, where you set up, your most important thing is to have water nearby, because you're gonna, you'll run out of water very quickly. And if you're spending all your time going back and forth collecting water, you're never gonna get anything done. The second most important thing, and honestly, it's close to just being just as important, is setting up where you have enough trees for firewood, because trees, when you chop down a tree and you chop it into a log, you can pick up that log, but you move very slowly with it, and it can't go into your backpack or anything, so it's just in your hands. You can then chop up that log into firewood, but the firewood pieces also can't go into your backpack, and you move very slowly with. So you don't want to be transporting firewood a long distance. So you need to make sure, like, this area, like, looks great to build in, but there's no, like, you're going to be using up the immediate area trees so quickly and then searching for other trees. And you just can't travel that far. I keep turning further north. I want to head to this lake, because then the next thing that is very nice to be nearby, it's not desperately vital, but if you're near a water source like a lake or a river, that's where you can find clay and also mud. Clay and mud are very important for developing your tech. That's what you use. I might grab a little of this. That's what you're going to use to build forms and pots and stuff that you fire, and kilns and all that. So that's all really, really important as you're trying to get, like, better tools and everything. So I'm just going to run around this lake, this little pond. This is the blight. This is what you stay out of. I don't see any clay around this. That's okay. All right. Oh, wait. That might be clay over there. Yeah, so it looks like clay. All right. So I'm going to just run over and grab that clay. Because where I'm going to be setting up, and without setting up direct, if I do set up in a cave, if I do find a cave and set up in that, I'm not going to be setting up directly on a water source. Where am I going to get my drinking water? Well, every cave I've been in so far in playing, a couple starts of this game, there has been water in the cave. So that should do for my drinking water. Just fine. Copper. It does seem like when I was kind of starting a couple games and exploring around in, I feel like they increased the spawn of the metals. I feel like they are much more abundant. So I don't know if I was just very unlucky in previous games or if it increased. I have not really dug into the any of the patch notes or anything. There have been several updates since I've played this last. So, I don't have a pickaxe to mine them, but that's fine. I know there's some right along this pond, but I'm sure there's going to be more up by these rocky outcroppings and cliffs. So I'm not too worried about those there. So there's our first rocky outcropping. This one is, these are not quite in the forest here. I do want to be, I want trees next to where I'm building. I don't want to be carrying them any kind of distance. So I'm just going to check this. Rocky outcropping here. Yeah, this doesn't look not too much there. There's a deer there. Because I'm traveling and exploring so much on my what should be my first day here, I'm gonna be a little bit pressed for getting materials picked up in time. But we're gonna try. I really want to find a spot I like and not set up somewhere and then be with the intention of moving, but then never moving because, I don't once I'm set up. That's a good looking cliff. Let's check along this. This would be great for a cave mouth right here. It would be great. Bunch of deer. Really should probably start picking up some pine cones. Pine cones are really good for gathering early game. Possibly late game either. Also, I haven't really gotten into there's a cave. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Let's mark this on the map. This could work. Let's see. Let's look in here. It's very dark. I don't have a torch. So we're just going to kind of look around. Try not to fall off any ledges. And make sure that that there is water in here. Like I said, every cave I have I haven't explored tons, but the half a dozen or so I've explored in various games, all of them had water somewhere. I'm not looking super promising. I really hope that that wasn't just a coincidence. Okay. There's one more branch down here. So, I was incorrect. That's really unfortunate because this would be a great spot. That's disappointing. There's so much iron, so much copper. Really, really disappointing. This would have been a great spot to build a home. Alright, but no water means no go. That's too far to run for water every time. Alright, I may have to rethink this. I may have to rethink my plan. Let's see. Let's just run along the rest of this. That's very disappointing. Alright, let's see here. Where are we? we're getting further away from water. We don't want to be doing that. So let's head along this edge. I'm hoping, you know, maybe come on out across another cave that does have water. I don't know how close, yikes, they will generate to each other. I'm starting to run out of stamina. That's not ideal. I wonder if I'd run around that the other way if there was another one. But I was starting to say before we saw the cave, pine cones, they not only can you pull the pine nuts out of them, which is a very good low, I mean there's not, so it's not a big amount of food, it's actually a very small amount of food but you know, you can just keep grabbing pine cones, and they have very, very little blight toxicity in them, so it's a pretty decent source of food without getting yourself corrupted or whatever. And then once you pull the seeds out of them, or before you pull, even if you don't pull the seeds out of them, you can use them as kindling when you're starting fires in place of twigs. It's just another good source. Alright, do I check these cliff faces, or do I give up and build a base over along the stream? I'm going to check these cliff faces. I really... Oh, these are a lot more open. Not nearly as forested as I was hoping for. That's a bummer. It's a real bummer. Let's see. So I got these rocky outcroppings here. These here look like they're going to be not in heavy forest again. I am running out of time to get things set up for the night. I really do want to try to find a cave in the woods. I could also try to explore the other side of that, but chances of there being a second cave right there, I don't feel like are high. Yeah, so we're gonna go a little bit more toward the north. We're going to check these rocky outcroppings, and if nothing's there, we're just going to have to try to get something little set up on the lake bank, I guess. As I try to pick up a pine cone. So, like I was saying, what you can do with these, take out the seeds. That on fast. And then you can eat the pine nuts. I mean, there is a little bit of blight to them, but it's a lot less than a lot of the other food sources. So, that refilled my food, you know, a fair bit, doing the 9 pine cones. So, not too bad. Glance away, not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just walking through the blight. Don't recommend that. Not much to these rocky outcroppings, is there? Alright. Oh, that's tempting. Alright. I am probably traveling way too far. I'm trying to push this way too much. We'll start gathering some small stones. Oops, that was a large stone. Them for the to make the fire pit. I don't have enough space for all the ones I need. But you know what? We will craft the bowl that we will need later. Oh, and actually put the knife in the hotbar too. That's the 10 small stones we need for that. Grab a couple of extras. If I can. Okay. And we're heading north. Oh, that sun looks like it's getting low. Energy levels getting low. Sun's getting low. Now there may... I think it's pretty unlikely... Here's some clay. There's some more clay. That's good. More clay there. I think it's pretty unlikely that it's going to rain the first night. So I could probably get away with just putting down a bedroll and... fire. I am going to need to chop wood for the fire, so that's something I'm going to need to take care of. A bunch of ore. Alright, I think we are out of luck on our cave home, at least to start. You know, maybe if I find a good spot later, maybe I move to it. Probably won't. Just because, I don't know, I get lazy. But let's set up, let's find a nice level-ish spot. This'll do. And set up our base. Okay, so what we need is a fire pit. Place and build. We also need to place our bedroll. Oops, that was zoom. I want to spin it. Okay. We can actually, let's fill this. Put that on there. Let's start chopping some trees. A very large tree. This is ambitious. This is going to take a bit to chop. Another stamina recover. Recovering very slowly. I wonder if it's because I'm tired. Reorganize our inventory so we can pick those up. We have to cut it down, then we have to cut off a log, then we have to chop the log. Can you get in? Not quite. Okay. We have room to pick up some of these branches. Chop a log off. This is very slow, but this will definitely be a 4-piece log. Some of the smaller logs, or 4 firewood piece log. Some of the smaller logs you only get 2 pieces of firewood out of. So it's okay that it's slow. Alright, so I have 2 hours, I have 1 hour remaining before nightfall. So let's pick up this firewood. And we will add fuel to the fire. Alright, what we need to do... Nope, not that. Craft with this, break this down. That gives us the leaves we need. We have pine cones to start the kindling, but it does or just to use as kindling in place of twigs, but the quest wants us to gather some twigs, so we will do that just so it completes that part of the quest line. I do have the starter quest turned on, obviously. No, I don't want to cut you. I want to pick that up. Okay. So let's go down. Let's ignite the fire pit. Fire pit will probably cut up some more of this. So we will throw in our pine leaves, which is our tinder. And we will throw in our sticks, our twigs. And we will light it. Excellent. Now we will also start that boiling. Oh, you know what? Since I already used a large stone to make my bowl, it's not going to fill that quest. Alright, not a big deal. I'll just make a second bowl. There's a good chance I'm going to want to end up making a second fire pit anyway. Not chopping. Kind of like the idea of having a fire pit that's just always handling water, and then use the other fire pit for, whatever else I need. Oh, alright. Need to drop that. Actually, what am I doing? I should be stockpiling stuff. Well, do that in a sec. That was weird. Alright, chop. Another source of fuel is if you chop up the stumps, which a big stump like that's going to take a long time, so I'm not going to do that right this second. That will give you scrap wood pieces, which are like smaller bits of wood. So that can be there. That's really great for putting in your kiln, because your kiln can't fit firewood. The early kilns. So yeah, that can be helpful with that. Let's go ahead and build the rabbit snare. We need the plant rope. I don't remember how much I needed. 3. Okay, good. So we can make that. And we will go place that just down here, just so it's not right next to the base. You know what? Can we take this out of here and actually start a stockpile with it? We're also going to gather some of this. I'm just holding T for auto collect. I think that's the default. I don't think I changed that. We're just going to stockpile some of these bits I have collected. Stockpile those right next to the fire. Stockpile those right next door to that. Stockpile the mud. And the clay. Those are ones I haven't taken the nuts out of. I'm just going to gather a bunch of resources until dark. Not going to be specific about what I'm gathering. I'm just kind of gathering everything in the immediate area. Stuff that came down when I chopped the tree down. Gather all that up. I notice it's not picking up the branches, which tells me this is sorted weird now. Here, hover over these. Anything that we have in inventory we'll stockpile. We need a stockpile of regular size sticks. We need a stockpile of leaves, branches rather. large rocks. Stockpile of small rocks. Stockpile of twigs up here by the other kindling. Turn that into rope. Empty these out. Getting very thirsty. My water should be plenty boiled by now. Yep. So we're going to drink that. And we're going to refill it. Actually going to drop that on the ground. Okay. Don't want these. 2 more. We'll break that down. Probably shouldn't have done that when I only had flint in my inventory. So I broke my flint. There's that one. Alright, any chance we were, like, lucky right away? No. That's okay. Gonna come over here. Getting close to dark. Collect a little bit more clay. Kind of thinking about getting... might chop up another piece of log and start start a charcoal fire. Yeah, let's do that. So that gets us progress on the basic metalworking quest line, which, since there is so much ore readily available, wouldn't be a bad one to kind of work on first. Okay. Chop this up. Okay, climb on top of a piece of firewood to pick up. That's fine. I didn't want craft with. I wanted with. I wanted build with. And what is this under? Burning. So I'm gonna need a bunch of dirt mud and 20 sticks. The medium fire. Let's go build this right over here. Alright, so I need 20 regular sticks and 10,000 dirt or mud. Okay. That's a lot of dirt. I have no idea where I'm at. Oh, I think it might be... Oh, it was only half. Alright, it is now, I think, officially night. Part of me wants to just get this charcoal fire going. Hopefully no bear or anything attack me or anything while I'm waiting. While I'm working on this. Alright, that's enough. I'm going to discard the rest because I just don't want it in my inventory right now. We are going to grab all the sticks, long and short, that I see handy, because you can turn long sticks into short sticks. And since I need 20 sticks, that's a lot. Let's see, that's not quite enough. That should be, if I was counting that correctly. Yeah. So let's get this built. Add from inventory, build. We'll get this built, we'll get this lit, we'll add a little bit more wood to our fire. And then we will rest for the night. That's what we need. 3 of those. We need a stack of, well, not quite a stack of those. Okay. That's burning. Let's add that on there. Doesn't like these. Okay. Put those back up. All right. Slide down for the night. Getting very, very thirsty. Very, very thirsty. Fight clues about ending the blight. Yep, we're gonna do that. Don't worry. My fire did go out because it didn't last quite as long as I was sleeping, but that's okay. We will relight that. We will gather some more wood. But we will do all of that next time. That's going to do it. Let's save the game. And, yeah. So we could not find a cave that worked, and could not find a cave that had water. That was really, really disappointing. Like I said, every other cave I've been in up to this point had water in it. This one just decided to make a liar out of me. But we did find a cave, so we know where to go back for iron if we don't find any anywhere else. It's not that far away. So we will need to set up some shelter here and get our bedroll covered, our fire covered, our stockpile, or especially our wood stockpile covered at least. And we'll try to make a go of it here and see what happens. But thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. And if you have any comments or questions or advice on the game, if you've played the game, please feel free to leave it down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.